Things are getting real now. Hi guys, it's your boy Shinobi Sage here with a review for Demon Slayer Season 3. Let's get it. This episode was a very long one and there's a lot of things to talk about. The episode picks up from the ending of Season 2 where the master of the Demon Slayer Corps is on his sickbed and he finds out that an upper rank demon has been killed for the first time in over 100 years, and that's just insane. But what struck me was the dialogue where he said that Muzan has been a blemish on his family. This could mean that him and Muzan are actually related, or he could mean family in a figurative sense, seeing all of the Demon Slayers as his children or something like that. But that doesn't really seem likely, because when speaking to the upper ranks, when Muzan was speaking to the upper ranks, he seemed to be frustrated that none of them were able to find and take out the Ubuyashiki family, so there's that. Speaking of the upper rank demons, we see all of them in today's episode. First, we see that bitch Akaza entering Muzan's hideout, the Infinity Castle. And guys, we all know that Ufotable have their unlimited breathing budget technique, but that whole montage of Akaza going through the castle was fucking fantastic. Just look at this shit, bro. Just take this in. This shit was amazing, and the way the rooms were twisting, turning and shifting, that was looking like some mirror dimension type shit from Doctor Strange. We then meet the 4th and 5th upper rank demons, and the 5th one is freaky looking as fuck, like he looks like an alien. And the 4th upper demon is so fearful and scared, but you know, he's probably very strong. And these are the same demons that our main characters are going to be fighting, because they were shown on the poster as well as in the opening. Akaza is then met by the upper 2nd demon, who was the same one we saw at the end of the 2nd season, and his name is Doma. And we come to find out that Akaza really hates this guy because he was promoted ahead of him. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I hate Akaza for killing Rengoku, I couldn't help but feel like he almost hates being a demon, because when he was in the presence of the others, like it looked like he didn't want to be there, you know what I'm saying? We then see Muzan and he's scolding all of them for being absolute failures, for not being able to accomplish the goals that he's given them. He mentioned something about a flower, so we'll probably learn what that's about. We then see the big man himself, the upper rank number 1, Kokushibo. And fam, his character design as well as his voice are so intimidating. It looks like Akaza is going to challenge him to a duel. Can't wait to see what becomes of that. He's probably going to lose though, because that's the upper rank 1, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to beat that guy. The upper 4th and 5th demons are transported to a certain location based on the information they found out. And after watching this episode, I won't be surprised if it was the Swordsmith village. We then see a scene, and guys, this scene really messed me up. At first, I thought this was Tanjiro speaking to his dad, but now I think this is a conversation between Tanjiro's great relatives or something, because this guy's name is Sumiyoshi, and we don't get the other guy's name, but he's probably related to Tanjiro as well. And the reason why I say that is because in Demon Slayer, most of the characters have strong genetics. Just look at Rengoku's family, for example. And guys, listen, I'm not a manga reader, but one thing I did realize during the episode was that if you look at Kokushibo's hairstyle and you compare it to this guy's hairstyle, they are exactly the same. I have a theory about this, but I'm going to keep it to myself so I don't get spoiled. Tanjiro then wakes up from his 2-month coma, and Zenitsu's out on a mission crying as usual, and Inosuke recovered just before Tanjiro, but he's sent out on his own mission. Before he can start going out on missions again, he needs to get a new sword because he chipped his old one. Tanjiro is then met by another Kakushi who takes him to the Swordsmith village as per the master's approval. And guys, this village is like the Area 51 of Demon Slayer. Like, he has to wear blindfolds, earplugs and nose plugs and get carried by different people to the location. Is mad. He finally arrives at the village and the Love Hashira notices his presence. And guys, I can't show the full footage for obvious reasons, but yeah, she's definitely best girl for sure. Tanjiro then goes to meet the chief of the village, and this chief is really about that life. Like, this man is saying they're gonna jump the swordsmith, Tanjiro's swordsmith. To be honest, yeah, being a demon slayer is a life-threatening job, so I don't blame him for being like that. Tanjiro is then escorted to the bath to be met by Kanroji, who tells him that there's a guy who was being rude to her in the spring, so he decides to check it out. And come on, man, like, Tanjiro's trying to get some, let's keep it real, quit playing. He then goes up to the spring and we see Genya, the guy we saw in the last season, and turns out him and the Wind Hashira are brothers. And just considering the way they look and act, like, yeah, I can see that. And yo, like Tanjiro really needs to say pause when saying shit like this. After having dinner, Tanjiro and Kanroji talk about Genya and how he and his brother are probably on bad terms, and they decide to bring him some food. Tanjiro asks her why she joined the Demon Slayer court, and she basically wants to marry a strong man and live happily ever after. Like, doesn't she realize that she's living in one of the worst anime worlds in shonen? Like, I don't think she does. They start talking about their ideals and stuff like that, and she then tells him about a secret weapon in the village which will make him stronger. The next day, Tanjiro goes to search for that secret weapon. As he's walking, he sees the Mist Hashira who's arguing with someone over a key, and we see Tanjiro's ancestor somehow standing right there in front of him. Guys, this episode was a very strong start to the season. I really enjoyed seeing all of the demons again, and we pretty much now know all of the final bosses that Tanjiro is going to have to face, so that's pretty cool. That beginning part with all of the demons and stuff, that shit was sick. Like, that looked like a masterpiece. Like, Ufotable, every anime they do is just gold. Like, this studio doesn't play about, and we get introduced to the Love Hashira, and she seems pretty cool. I don't know if she's gonna die, because every time you have a character like this who's so likable, they always end up dying. But, you know, Tengen survived, so hopefully she will survive. You know, so far this year we've been getting some great anime to watch, and I'm happy that Demon Slayer is back, and we'll see what's going on. We'll see what the rest of the season will give us. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next week, stay blessed.